this day, in 1786, one half of the famous Brothers Grimm was born. Wilhelm Karl was the younger of the famous German siblings. He and brother Jacob compiled old folk and fairy tales such as Rapunzel, Snow White, and the Frog Prince. And on this day, in 1946, former Army Colonel Juan Domingo Perón was elected as president of Argentina. He was forced out of power by a military coup 9 years later and lived in exile for 17 years. Well, both he and his wife Evita remain one of the nation's most beloved political figures. And on this day, in 1981, England's Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer announced their engagement. Well, 19-year-old Diana described herself as delighted and thrilled, blissfully happy, while their fairy tale marriage eventually unraveled and they divorced 14 years later. Well, plush rooms, 5-star service, personal butlers. What else are hotels doing to make the guest experience unique and special above the competition? Well, some are making use of the latest technology to cater to their clients' personal habits. Well, Sean Cian, Langham Hotels International's Director of E-Commerce, joins us for our Travel in Transit segment today. Sean, thank you so much for coming here on the show. Now, it does seem quite difficult because customers like myself do want more and more interaction. I'm used to, doing everything on the iPhone. Do you need to specifically cater for more of a social media networking type of customer? Yeah. Great question. A lot of our customers want to engage with the hotel before they get there. So, for example, through the iPhone, through social media. And we've developed Langham Touch, which is our latest iPhone application. It does three things. Helps a person, a traveler, connect to the city in terms of like a city guide, to connect to the hotel. So maps and stuff like that? Maps, travel tips. Also, let's say you go to a foreign country where you don't speak the language, we have the ability to put voices on there. So tell the taxi driver to take you to the hotel or a restaurant or whatever. We looked at the So how does that work? You have your phone, gadget, you have the application, you give an address, and it translates it into... Yeah, you actually just jump into a taxi, you show them the card, and if they can't read the Thai or whatever, you press a button, and the button speaks in Thai. Then you flick through and say, oh, actually I want to go to the toilet, and you press toilet, and you push it, and that's how it works. And so that helps us to connect with the customer. I'll try it. If I get lost, I'll come and find you. Absolutely. And the third way, I mean, once you're in a room, is there any service that you can offer using the iPhone or any other application? Yes, so we put all of our menus, all of our dining options, all of our spa options, all on the iPhone. So very, point and click, and we, make the booking straight away. So for room service, so I'm in my room. Yes. I fancy a steak, and I click, and it comes. Yep, it sends the order through and connects through to the iPhone technology and sets all that up. Yeah. A good reception so far? What have your customers been saying? Pretty much. I think we had a really big download of the app on the first day we launched it from all around the world, which is really, really exciting. So yeah, the customers like that connectivity and that technology. It kind of implements with our kind of desire to kind of engage our customer through the various channels. Now, I was reading today, which is actually quite spectacular, the Dalai Lama has now his own personal Twitter account, which has been verified. Is the Langham Hotels on Twitter? Do you also need to be on Facebook and cater maybe for a younger population? Absolutely. Several really great Twitter campaigns we did. In London, our hotel, we did a Twitter for afternoon tea. So the first 10 people to retweet back to us managed to come and have afternoon tea at our Langham Hotel in London. Another thing we did on Facebook was a Cooking Mama style game to promote our new Japanese restaurant. All these customers would come on Facebook, play the game, get the highest score, and qualify for a free Japanese buffet meal. So we're doing a lot of interesting innovations throughout the world. Give us a tip off, Sean. Are you doing any more of those offers so that our viewers can go on Twitter? Yeah, I mean, jump on langhamhotels.com, and we just throw, we're going to come up with different and innovative ways just to engage our customers through competitions, through various things. Yes, absolutely. How big is your budget to actually work on these things? I mean, if you look at a hotel budget, it's 2% of the revenue spent on finding new ways to attract younger customers or more technological savvy customers. Yeah, the actual amount is growing significantly. I mean, one of the things for the Langham Hotel Group is we're investing in technology. For example, we built our Langham Place Hotel totally based on IP hub technology. So you can walk in the hotel room, pick up the phone and walk all around the hotel
with your hotel phone, and it's still wireless. So we've invested a lot of money in our hotels and also connecting with people. Absolutely.
And this is what exactly people want. I mean, you have research saying that it's worth spending whatever 100,000 to upgrade your hotel rooms because people need or want that kind of service.
Absolutely, that interconnectivity, that personalization. So one of the things we are working on is the ability to personalize the room when you go in. So our IP Hub allows you to select your favorite stock quotes to appear on the TV, your favorite photos if you want to upload them, the stuff you want to do. So you can preset, and for a weary business traveler, they want to have a similar experience at all the hotels, a very personal one. So we're the only hotel that's got 100% this IP Hub technology through all our hotels, and that's very, very doable.
Are you concerned that you're going to have a lot more high-end luxury hotels doing the same that you are, so you won't be so special anymore?
I think the competition will always be there. We'll always constantly innovate, come up with Twitter campaigns such as the Tweet for Afternoon Tea. And I don't think it's actually the competition. It should actually make us better and compete better. So I'm glad if the whole hotel industry rises, I think it's better for the customer.
Overall, have you found it tough in the recession to spend so much money on e-commerce, focus on being one of the best hotels without having to cut your prices?
Actually, e-commerce has actually been great for us in terms of investment because a lot more customers are moving that way and the cost of distribution is a lot lower. So it actually makes economic sense to distribute that way.
And how much will this e-commerce grow in the next 5 years? If I invite you back in the studio 5-10 years from now, are you going to be making most of your bookings online?
Absolutely. That's one of our dreams, to make this the channel of choice for our customer. It's one of our key unique selling propositions to just make it easy for our customers, and definitely e-commerce is definitely #1 agenda.
I guess if I were the devil's advocate, I'd say, well, the only problem is that this interconnectivity means that you don't speak to your hotel staff anymore, and so you may lose jobs. Is this something that's also looked at the Langham hotels?
I wouldn't say the technology will replace people. I think it currently complements the whole mix of the experience, because the whole experience of a hotel is partly digital but also partly in person. So you can't replace a waiter, you can't replace the person checking you in completely. You still need people to help you, and it's just how we manage to combine technology and people to make the experience much smarter and better.
All right, Sean, thank you so much. Great to speak to you. Sean Sia there from the Langham Hotels. Well, that's it for today. We want to hear what you want to know. Send us an email at the usual. That's asiaconf@bloomberg.net. Well, I'm Francine Lacqua in Hong Kong. We'll see you tomorrow.
Asia Confidential was brought to you by BNP Paribas, the bank for a changing world.
Central banks are printing more and more money. If you do not trade Forex with Interactive Brokers, please see our free quotes on your iPhone or BlackBerry. Compare them to your broker's quotes. Guess who has the better prices. Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, Forex, bonds, worldwide from one account.